How to unlock your unique marketing voice. Critical tips for personal trainers who hate marketing. If you're a personal trainer who hates marketing, then you're going to love this episode of Incredible Insights. I'm Sensei Sarah, and as you can tell by the name, I like to have a little bit of fun so that we can tackle the topics that seem daunting and stressful to those of us who don't feel comfortable promoting ourselves. I've been helping business owners to find the clarity and direction they need to move their businesses forward for years. So, in this episode, we'll discuss some of the most common reasons why many trainers struggle to find their unique marketing voice and what you can do instead. So, let's dive in. Reason number one, they don't think they have anything special to offer. Now, the problem is that trainers focus on the things they have in common with other trainers rather than what makes them different. So they worry that they won't be able to find anything that makes them stand out, let alone be able to communicate that to potential clients. So they try to imitate more successful trainers in the mistaken belief that if they sound like someone who's more successful than them, they will also become successful. But they won't, because many people, including potential clients, can tell when you're not being authentic. If you're pretending to be someone you're not, it will always come to bite you in the behind eventually. And I guess, we've all done this at some point. I know I have, especially when we're first starting out. I started trying to put my personal training business online in 2014, and all I could see other people in my industry doing was using overly excitable language. So that's what I thought I should do too. But it just didn't feel right because I'm a calm, quiet person by nature. So pretending to be overly excitable, it just didn't feel like I was being myself, which always made my marketing efforts feel hypey and fake. Now, of course, by all means, research your competitors, but don't use your findings to copy them. Instead, compare how you're different and use that to your advantage. So, reason number two is that they are afraid to let their personality out. Now, quiet people like me often mistakenly think that they don't even have a personality to let out in the first place, while many others are simply afraid of being rejected or criticized if they show theirs. Now, this leads to a presentation of an overly serious or professional marketing voice. And while there are likely to be occasions in your career when being serious and professional is helpful, when it comes to attracting potential clients, it's not. Clients want to know who you are as a person. They want to be confident that they can relate to you, and that means showing them sides to yourself outside of what you do for a living. Now, honestly, this is something I really struggle with. I'm not great at posting what I did at the weekend on social media or sharing photos of myself and my family, mainly because they don't want their lives in full public view either. But that's a story for a different day. Showing your personality isn't just restricted to your posts on social media, though. It comes through in your stories, your opinions, and even the types of colors and images you use in your branding. Now, I'm just like a giant 5-year-old at heart, so you will see loads of bright colors and cartoons wherever you look. There's even soft toys on my desk, each with a story behind it. I believe that we learn best when we're having fun, so I try to put a little joy into everything I do. Now, sharing these values and aspects of my personality helps people to decide whether they like my approach or not. And for ages, I was terrified that people wouldn't like me. Now, I've since learned that A, you'll never please everyone, B, that's okay, and C, some people are only happy when they're complaining, and I don't need to concern myself with those people. Now, if you're not sure how much of your personality you're sharing, then do a little audit of your social media profiles. See what you can learn about yourself. Now, it might seem like a tedious task, yet this is the only information that some potential clients are using to make a decision about you. So, reason number three is that they hide behind their expertise. Now, some trainers are so worried about being overshadowed by competitors who have a stronger and more compelling marketing voice that they resort to complex language and industry jargon in an attempt to get their message across. Unfortunately, this often leads to misunderstandings and misinterpretations from potential clients. Now, I learned this lesson quickly when I was treating sports injuries. I mean, I lost count of the how many times I had patients who would try so hard to remember what fancy label their physician had put on their condition that they were explaining a problem that they didn't even have. It's like they'd tell me they had some kind of hamstring pain when really they were having problems with the shoulder. Eventually I just gave up and just said, point to where it hurts. Now, this is when truly understanding your potential client is most effective. They want to know that you understand how they feel about their situation, not just that you know how to fix it. Now, many times I would observe patients distractedly rubbing the area that was hurting while they were talking about something. And that's easy to do when you're face to face. But with your marketing message, you just have to assume those things. So when you know your potential clients so well that you can talk about the things that they find difficult and that you know how they feel about them, that's when you start to connect with them and your business will grow. So if you're hiding behind your expertise, your message will fall flat and that voice of self-doubt will win. Now, here at Kick-Ass Personal Trainers, we have a character for that little voice. She's called Wreck-It Rose, and we do not like her. If you're thinking that finding your unique marketing voice sounds difficult and that little voice is winning, then let's try changing your interpretation of those words. So let's start with the word unique. There's a fact that you can't have unique without you. Your personal experiences, your values, and your perspective are what set you apart from everyone else. So when it comes to marketing, why should it be any different? Embracing your authenticity and using it as a foundation for your marketing approach is the key to standing out in a crowded marketplace. Now, contrary to popular belief, marketing isn't just about selling. It's about having a conversation with your potential clients. Now, most trainers think of marketing as a one-sided pitch, but in reality, it's a two-way exchange. It's about understanding your client's needs, addressing their concerns, and ultimately building a connection that goes beyond a simple transaction. Now, the voice part of your unique marketing voice is simply the style in which you communicate with your audience. It's about infusing your personality, values, and beliefs into your messaging in a way that resonates with the people you want to reach. And finding that voice doesn't have to be daunting either. In fact, I've got so tired of seeing trainers struggle with this aspect of their business that I'm turning it into a game. And now, while the gameplay might be set in a fantasy-style world, the challenges that you'll complete, the enemies that you'll face, and the progress that you'll make in your business will be very much in the real world. So if you're tired of struggling with your marketing and you fancy having a bit of fun while you gain the clarity and direction that your business needs, then make sure you join the Kick-Ass Marketing Mission waitlist at kickassmarketingmission.com/waitlist. Now, the game isn't quite ready yet, but you can join the waitlist right now to get some cool goodies and behind the scenes info before we launch. All right, so here's a quick summary of what we have covered in this episode. 1, don't try to be like everyone else in the industry. Be proud of what makes you different. 2, don't worry about letting your personality out. For some potential clients, this is the only information they'll base their decision about you on. And 3, don't hide behind your expertise. Be clear, approachable, and genuinely you. So that's all I have for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a like, add your thoughts to the comments below, and even give it a share. It's all very much appreciated. Oh, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well so you don't miss another episode. I'm Sensei Sarah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.